At this year's Provider Summit, we've been addressing some of the really thorny issues facing the NHS, about how the NHS is going to organise itself to meet the many challenges it faces. And time is pressing to address those challenges, from money to care quality to safety to workforce. All of those have been real issues of debate at the summit.
It's really tough, I think, at the moment out there for everybody working across the NHS, and an opportunity to come together as a leadership community, but also hear what people in a range of organisations are doing to solve some of our biggest challenges. I think it's just really inspiring, that opportunity to take a step back from the day-to-day.
The room is filled with trust chief execs, CDIOs, and having them all in one place, sharing their thoughts and being able to speak to them, it's really going to help us shape our thinking for the next couple of years, but also ensure that we're able to meet with these people and follow up afterwards.
NHS leaders here can support the sector by acknowledging and understanding where we are first of all, and then working out how we really get grounded and focused on the key tasks, connect with our staff. So this next period, I think, is really about stripping things back to get to those basics again. The big standout thing is our relationship with the public, delivery of standards, helping our staff do what they need to do for the public. And I think that's the big thing for us all to focus on.
We looked at the enablers, operational excellence, keeping the patient at the centre, whether it's convenience or choice or communication, but that's now really important. Using our staff well, and that clinical leadership are essential to the change that we need. This is true transformation, true innovation, but the difficulty is the money, time, but all panellists talk to the practical elements that will make a difference.
We've got the excitement of the 10-year plan, and we've got to think about the mechanisms we put in place to ensure that we can do the things like left shift, like more prevention. What I'll be doing with colleagues at NHS England is putting a different framework in place that hopefully creates the right incentives for people to do that left shift, to manage the finances but not compromise quality.
I was pleased to talk about the 10-year plan and the future of our workforce in terms of stability and resilience. We must value our staff, and to do that we must listen to what will help them, but also demonstrate that we have listened.
We created a session to provide the attendees with a toolkit to help improve the efficiency of their radiology department. It was a great session, really interactive. We had some controversial questions and topics, which is always good to get people engaged. Hopefully people left with something useful that they can take back to their NHS trusts.
We think it's a really great event. It strikes a really good balance here of being big enough, but at the same time managing to be intimate enough. People are on a level playing field. It always feels like a conversation, which is a really nice way to interact with the rest of the service.
It's just the level of seniority in the room and the quality of the conversation that you're able to have.
We trust HSJ as event partners because it comes from a journalistic background. There's real inquiry and a mission of delivering great care to patients in the countries we serve.
With the level of change that is going on in the NHS, HSJ is the only brand that we can actually use to help navigate us through these choppy waters. No one really knows what's going on, so we really need one single source of truth, and at the moment that's HSJ.